Hello. Well, hello everybody, New2younic here, coming at you again from Experience Fitness, and I'm going to try to get through this without sneezing on you guys. I picked up a tail end of the flu season, I think, here. Real quick, here's how we're looking. Front angle there. Gonna get it over to the side. Get the funny stomach out. There we go. Now from the back, hopefully you can see that. You might be thinking to yourself, well, if I remember those numbers right from the last video, which none of you are, I'm pretty sure nobody saw that video, but you were thinking maybe those numbers didn't change all that much, and no, they didn't. And there's a reason for that. If you remember, which you don't, I did a little bbit lighter of a load than last time. Usually you see a lot of guys just eating whatever they can and get as many calories as they can, and I did try to keep the calories up, but trying to keep those as cleaner calories. That way when I do cut, there's some left over. I mean, that's just the elementary, I guess, quick version of it. Hopefully that all makes sense. Let me get some clothes on, and we'll talk about what I did. There we go. I got some clothes on, and I think I got it cleverly set to where you can't see the mess I got going on back here. Did everybody quite a favor and took some notes, because if anybody out there does know me, you know I can talk a lot. So I've got 4 things I want to talk to you about, or 4 areas of focus that I did over the last 3 weeks. And some of it's quite a bit different than I normally do, but that's because of my load was a little bit different. So without any further ado, I got me my handy dandy board, and I've got my areas of focus. Hopefully you can see that. Bam. And we're going to start with them workouts. A lot of things you want to talk about with your workouts. How long are they? Do I have actual specific routine that I can stick to? Is there anything that needs to be thrown out? Are there any repeats, or is there anything left out? Anything like that. And also the timing of your workout, or how long is your workout. It's going to just make it easier to schedule in your day. Being a personal trainer, running a business, my schedule changes quite a bit. So I've got to know, at least by the beginning of the day, when my workout's going to be, so that way I can get there, get it done, get on with my day, because the workout's got to get done. Definitely when you're a trainer, you cannot skip workouts. So knowing how long your workout is, definitely good. So over the last 3 weeks, been really paying attention to form, the amount of rest time that I've got between sets, if I'm doing supersets, making sure those times are right, and making sure that I know how long my workouts are. Personally, I like my workouts to be 90 minutes or less, but like everything in this video, these are all personal preferences. I'm not necessarily telling you what to do, what to take, what not to take, or anything like that. These are just things that I'm doing. So just a reminder on that. But that's what we want to do for the workouts. The next one is going to be that diet. Obviously, the diet is going to be the biggest point for a lot of people, because what you take in is what you're going to show on stage. Now, normally, because like I said, I did a little bit different of a load, so I'm going to go over what I normally do and then what I actually had to do. So quick list of what I normally do is limit my trips out to eat. Limit my trips out to eat to like one day a week, which now is, I really don't eat out. I don't eat out a lot anyway, so I really didn't have to make that change. But I like to prep my own food to gain, just an understanding of how much salt and what foods are in my food, and kind of help train my taste buds a little bit. I mean, you can't just jump into no salt or something like that without pulling your hair out. Well, I don't have any hair, but I mean, I don't know. But that's what I like to do. Make healthier substitutes in any situation that you need to. If you're cooking and you want like a noodle kind of feel, then you'll get some wheat noodles instead of regular noodles, or if you don't want a carb, then, get some zoodles. Just a healthier choice there. Try not to eat any empty carbs, and try to get my sugars from natural sources like fruit, honey, except for ice cream. Gotta have my ice cream. Man, that's gonna be gone here in a little bit. Gonna miss it every day. But that's all right. What time are you eating? One thing you want to ask yourself, how much water you're getting, and what supplements are you taking, and are you consistent with them? And those are the things that you basically, or what I would basically do, look at and get those consistent in these first 3 weeks. But what I actually had to do was I wasn't eating on time. I was missing breakfast a little bit and kind of pushing that back into that second meal portion of the day, and then just eating a lot. Excuse me. And I'd up my water intake. My water intake was lacking a little bit in also my supplement game. There were a couple of supplements that I wasn't buying just because I just didn't have time to go to the store and get them. And so, but other than that, it was just fine. But that's what I had to do, and those are the things that I would recommend if anybody had any questions or anything like that. But that's what I normally do, and that's what I had to do. Recovery game. Recovery game is very important. If you don't recover, you can't work out. If you can't work out, you can't train. There's a lot that goes into your recovery game, and it's a little bit of supplement in there, like your BCAAs. If you take glutamine, potassium, or anything like that. Some people like to take ibuprofen. Some people do Tylenol. I don't know. Those would be for like pain or inflammation or something like that. But like I said, to each their own when it comes to supplements, pills, medicines, or herbs or anything like that. So. But also stretching and rolling. I'm a big fan of the roller, but a big fan of the tennis ball and the medicine ball. Get that medicine ball, gets that glute so good, and then the tennis ball really helps out the shoulders because I guess I'm not very flexible in the shoulders. But stretching and rolling, and also with your recovery, you're going to look at things like your rest times. And what works best for you. Some people like 6 hours, some people like 8 hours. I mean, it's just what works best for you. Muscle therapy. So if you do like massage or something like that, get that game stepped up. You've got a massage therapist that you like. If you don't have one, hopefully in that last 3 weeks or whatever. If I didn't have one, then I'd look for one. And also have some sort of a schedule made up so that way you don't have to at the last minute try to find something. And that would be that for the recovery game. And last but not least, and definitely going to be what people see is pose more. And if you're not posing, start posing. You can't pose too much. Got a name of Gary Van, I forgot his name. He's on Instagram. Gary Van Pro, I believe is what his name is on there. He's been helping me out, or he helped me out once, and I'm going back out to him as well. But I was posing, or I am posing, but usually I'm just adding it in after every single workout because it is work while you're up there. So you really got to be conditioned to do it. So those are my areas of focus that I worked on and what I have been doing. You saw where the numbers were, and I'm liking where I'm at. I haven't started cycling yet, but when I do start cycling, you guys will be the first to know. And cycling carbs, not cycling anything else. This is a natural show as far as I know. But it's definitely going to be natural for me. So other than that, it's New2younic. If you like the video, please click like, subscribe to the channel for any other information and whatnot coming out. I'll be having several videos coming out over, diet and food and stretching and all that kind of good stuff. Other than that, if you got any comments or questions, please leave them. I'll try to answer as many as I can if I have any. And we'll see you next time from Experience Fitness.